Asphalt shingles were invented in the United States in the late 1800s and made it very big in Canada and the US. Today, asphalt shingles make up about 70% of the roofing industry in Canada and the United States. Asphalt shingle roofs only last about 10 to 20 years before needing to be torn down and thrown into landfills. The material from these roofs make up approximately 5 to 10% of total landfill waste. Clay, concrete, slate, and metal roofs are environmentally friendly alternatives to asphalt shingles and are more financially beneficial in the long run. So if such alternatives exist, why did asphalt shingle roofing become incredibly popular and dominant in the roofing industry? Well, asphalt shingles didn't always have a short lifespan. An important component in asphalt shingles is, quite obviously, asphalt. Asphalt used to be incredibly cheap, even sometimes free, for companies to get their hands on. This was due to the old refining system of petroleum. Before the demand for gasoline was so high, and before refiners had the technology and knowledge to yield high amounts of gasoline from petroleum, the refining of petroleum would leave a lot of waste product. This waste includes bitumen, commonly known as asphalt. Since this bitumen was simply a waste product of gathering gasoline, asphalt companies would get it for cheap. However, as the demand for gasoline increased, engineers designed improved refining processes to yield more gasoline from petroleum. Therefore, the amount of bitumen, or asphalt, produced was minimized drastically. Now that asphalt was no longer a convenient waste product, asphalt roofing companies have to resort to paying much higher prices for their material. One of the main reasons asphalt roofs became so popular in the first place was because they were an inexpensive roofing solution for consumers, so increasing the price of their product was unacceptable, and instead manufacturers altered the composition of their product. Let's back it up to the late 1880s. Asphalt shingles were manufactured by taking a thick organic mat, cloth rags at first, later felt, then paper, and saturating it with asphalt. This mat would absorb a high volume of the asphalt perfectly. The asphalt-soaked mat would then get covered with a layer of stone coating for protection and weathering. These asphalt shingles were phenomenal and would easily last over 30 years. In the 1970s, at the peak of the energy crisis, when even paper was too absorbent for the high cost of bitumen, manufacturers changed their base material from the absorbent organic mat to fiberglass mats. Unlike the organic mats, fiberglass doesn't absorb asphalt. Instead, the fiberglass mat is coated with a thin layer of asphalt. This allowed manufacturers to keep their prices down because a significantly less amount of asphalt was being used. It didn't take long for contractors and consumers to notice defective shingles that were sometimes taking less than 10 years to fail. Manufacturers started giving their shingles longer warranties. The same product that had a 10-year warranty all of a sudden became a 20 and 30-year warranty. Recently, in 2011, a trend of producing lighter shingles coincided with a trend of warranties starting from 50 years to lifetime. This was a smart marketing strategy because when people hear they are getting a longer warranty, they assume an improvement in their product has been made. In this case, the opposite is true. But who cares about how long the shingles are going to last as long as it's covered under the warranty, right? Well, not necessarily. The majority of warranties issued by asphalt shingle manufacturers only have manufacturing defects covered. The tricky part here is that asphalt shingles are sold with the knowledge that natural aging defects are going to happen. These defects are not covered under the warranty, but are the majority of the defects that customers complain about. These natural signs of aging are simply happening much sooner with fiberglass shingles. With these roofs failing and needing to be replaced every 10 or so years, asphalt shingles are taking up around 11 to 13 million tons in landfills. Asphalt shingles were a truly great invention for their time. They were inexpensive, durable, and lasted a long time. However, now we have the knowledge to see that there are more efficient alternatives. America and Canada need to start following the rest of the world and stop installing disposable roofing. Clay, concrete, slate, and metal are lifetime solutions to our disposable roofing problem, and they all have appealing factors. Clay is durable, has dyed-in colors that won't fade, and lasts over 75 years. The downside to clay, however, is that it is heavy and not all existing roofs are able to support the weight. Clay roofs are initially more expensive to install than asphalt shingles, but they make up for it in the long run. Like clay, concrete is durable and lasts over 75 years. It is also heavy, but is half the price than clay to install. Slate is durable and lasts easily over 100 years. It is expensive and complicated to install, like clay and concrete, but more than makes up for it in life expectancy. Like the other three alternatives, metal is expensive to install but lasts a lifetime. It is the lightest of the four and can be installed directly over an existing asphalt roof, reducing landfill waste even further. The decision between these four alternatives to asphalt roofing is yours.